Barbara Windsor's husband Scott Mitchell hits back at trolls amid soap star's Alzheimer's battle. Dail. Published 16:27 GMT, March 28, 2019. Updated 16:52 GMT, March 28, 2019. Dame Barbara Windsor's husband Scott Mitchell has hit back at trolls who criticized his decision to speak openly about the actress' battle with Alzheimer's. Speaking to Mail Online, the actor, 56, admitted certain people have missed the point of his decision to go public with Barbara's, 81, illness, lambasting him for selling the story and talking about private things. It comes as Scott will join several of Barbara's former co-stars in running the marathon next month, raising funds for the Dementia Revolution campaign. Candida Dame Barbara Windsor's husband Scott Mitchell has hit back at trolls who criticized his decision to speak openly about the actress' battle with Alzheimer's. When asked about his decision to go public with Barbara's illness, Scott explained, "When I first had the conversation with Barbara and her specialist, we got to a point where we couldn't hide it any longer and we knew we had to go public. I didn't want Barbara to be stuck in the house like a prisoner because we were scared in case anyone came up to her and saw there was something wrong. So going public, yes, it's difficult to talk about it. I talk about it because of the reaction we've had. People are suddenly, I try to concentrate on the people we're helping, and Barbara does the same thing. When I tell her, I constantly tell her about the comments from other people on social media. She finds a great comfort in knowing this is helping other people." Horrible. Speaking to Mail Online, the actor, 56, admitted certain people have missed the point of his decision to go public with Barbara's, 81, illness. He then added, "Barbara can't be left alone, so she was the most independent woman I've ever met. Everything about her was to Bible and getting on and doing it herself, Now she can't understand why she needs to have someone with her 24/7 when she says, why can't I just be by myself? But that's not pop." Scott then sadly revealed that he had received some backlash regarding his decision to speak so publicly about Barbara's illness, which he first revealed publicly in May 2018, 4 years after her original diagnosis. I've also seen comments where people say, "Why are they talk about all these private things?" I read one comment, "I haven't sold anything for anyone, everything I am doing here is for the Dementia Revolution, Barbara's Revolution. We are trying to raise battled." Barbara and Scott publicly revealed that was battling Alzheimer's in May 2018, 4 years after she was diagnosed. Regardless of the negative reception, Scott did say that he has received plenty of support from Barbara's fans after they went public, adding that it has helped change views around the most commonly ignored symptoms. He explained there's been a reluctance for people to talk about the symptoms a lot of the time. People know it's about to do with memory loss, but when you start talking about what happens within that memory loss, I know the feedback I've been seeing with the comments from other people with caring for people with dementia are saying thank you for saying it how it is, I don't think people realize the actual person who has it is going through and what their family and their loved ones and carers are going through. It's traumatic for the person living with it, and it's also traumatic for the person caring for them, If something happens to someone that you've known and loved for many years and start to lose the identity of who you are, you start to struggle with everyday things, and you're powerless to stop it. Supportive regardless of the negative reception, Scott did say that he has received plenty of support from Barbara's fans after they went public. It comes after Scott previously admitted that Barbara has been growing more and more confused in recent weeks, and struggling to recognize certain close friends. When asked about her current condition, he explained it is a progressive illness, so the things I've described in the past in regards to her disorientation, they're things that progress the whole time and become more so, At the moment, we're in a stage where most days, most evenings, she is very confused about her whereabouts and our location, so that needs a lot of explaining over and over again. The thing you have to remember is, in the heartbreaking part, she may ask something 20 times, Each time she says it, it's the first time she's said it to me, and that's how I try to respond to her, Determined. He also said that she gets very confused and cannot be left alone in the house. What I kind of think of is, what's happening now? This feels like dementia's moment. We've come such a long way with other illnesses, with research and the way other people are now living longer. Now dementia is the next big one. It feels like an epidemic. We need the light to shine on this firmly, because it's not going away. Although it hasn't happened for a long time, at one point she looked at me and didn't know who I was. It hasn't happened. The star also touched on recent claims by Barbara's EastEnders co-star Dail Shirley, who revealed earlier this week she struggles to remember her friends' names. Scott clarified it's when she sees them then it comes back to her. It's fine. Maybe in some conversations she might not say, you might not be able to talk to her, but most of the time she can understand who people are. It's just another focused. It comes as Scott is set to join forces with several of Barbara's EastEnders co-stars to run the London Marathon next month in aid of Dementia Revolution. Goals. He will be joined by Dail Shirley, who also spoke to Mail Online about Barbara's condition. After previously admitting that he had struggled to come to terms with hiring care workers to help look after Barbara, the star explained that he's started to come around to the idea. For all carers, it is absolutely essential that you have some time to yourself. You can't do this 24/7 by yourself, because it will tire you. You don't say that in a selfish way, you say that in a reality way, and for you to continue strong, to continue that care on a 7-day basis, For me it's 6 hours out during the day where I can get on with my work, do my running and have a little bit of normality. Once this sets it, the life you knew ceases to be there. Many of Barbara's former co-stars have been in training for the marathon, and despite the grueling practice, Scott said they've been really enjoying it. Next month Scott will join forces with several of Barbara's former EastEnders co-stars, as they run the London Marathon in aid of Dementia Revolutions, a year-long campaign to raise funds for the Alzheimer's Society. When asked about their progress in training, Scott said they were on track for the big race, but admitted Barbara had been left bewildered by his lycra running gear. She sees me in lycra stretching, she does look at me very strangely and say to me, I don't think I know this person. She actually personally have never run before, so to even contemplate going out for a 16-mile run is really daunting and intimidating, but the weird thing is that we're all really enjoying it. Scott Mitchell, Tanya Franks and Dail Shirley are supporting Dementia Revolution as part of Barbara's Revolutionaries and can be sponsored at uk.virginmoneygiving.com/Barbara's Revolutionaries. Dementia Revolution is a year-long joint campaign by Alzheimer's Society and Alzheimer's Research UK. To find out more, visit dementiarevolution.org. Hard times. Scott also explained he's found it essential bringing carers into the household, so he can have some form of normality. The comments below have been moderated in advance. By posting your comment you agree to our. Do you want to automatically post your Mail Online comments to your Facebook timeline? Your comment will be posted to Mail Online as usual. Do you want to automatically post your Mail Online comments to your Facebook timeline? Your comment will be posted to Mail Online as usual. We will automatically post your comment and a link to the news story to your Facebook timeline at the same time it is posted on Mail Online. To do this, you can choose on each post whether you would like it to be posted to Facebook. Your details from published by Associated Newspapers Limited. Part of the Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday Metro Media Group.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.